Good afternoon and welcome to Catch It Live Sports. I'm Jimmy James. We've got this afternoon for you. OKR hosting the mighty Wigan Warriors. We've just kicked off. Blimey, Jake Arthur there almost spotted a little gap. 3 yards out, 2 yards out now, Hull FC. Fifth tackle coming up though. Down the left-hand side, Caesar, he's not going to put a kick in. He's going to try and bulldoze his way over the line. He's met by Farrell. The tackle's then finished off by Brad O'Neill, and that'll be the handover. Could he have put the kick in there, Caesar? Yeah, but there was an opportunity just to try and break the first tackle. He'd have been in with a chance of getting over, but Liam Farrell for the Warriors not allowing that to happen. Wigan penned in their own corner now, down this right-hand side. Now they've spread it left under the post. Noah Hodkinson in possession. Made about 2 yards though in the first two tackles, Wigan. Harvey Hill, centre field, spreads it left. Caesar keeps it going left. Hardacre back to Caesar. Missed pass down that left-hand side. It's Lewis Martin in at the corner. That's the opening score for Hull FC if, and it's a big if he didn't drop that ball before he put it down on the floor. The referee's given the try, but the video referee will be having a quick look at this because 6 tries now for Martin if it stands in Super League this season. I've got a feeling as he put that ball down, he lost control. He seems pretty confident though, so I'm pretty confident because he's confident that I've seen it wrong. Nice move there, run around from Caesar. Jake Arthur puts a kick in, it lands about 15 yards out. Nobody goes for the ball. Hull FC have recycled it. Still the 5th tackle. They're coming down this left-hand side once more. Oh, Lewis Martin threw himself to the floor there looking for a penalty. It's not football, son. But Lewis Martin's a big guy. You don't go throwing yourself to the floor like that. You can debate whether it was obstruction or not. So the kick comes in. Farrell comes across. Did he impede Lewis Martin? Yeah, he did. Was it intentional? Probably. Will he get away with it? Probably, because he didn't change his direction of run. What's going to be coming now? No try, so it's not a penalty try, but they have given a penalty to Hull FC. Hardacre with a tackle on Adam Kieran. Wigan about 15 yards out. Thompson drives it in. Blimey, O'Reilly, governor! What a clash that was! Thompson driving it in. Somebody flew out of the Hull KR line, and what a collision! Salabio, Hugo Salabio it was. So he's not number 31. That's an absolute load of tosh. That's on flash score. That Hugo Salabio is, what number did I say? 26. Do you know my memories? I'm getting older. Shocking. Wigan have made a right bollocks of that. Knocked on, and now Hull FC have knocked on. That'll be scrum head and feed though to Hull FC. 10 yards out, Wigan. 3 tackles gone. Smith. French. They've got the overlap with Eckersley. He's in at the corner. Does the Superman dive, puts the ball down before he's pushed out of play. That'll be Wigan back on level terms, and that came about because Hull FC getting caught offside. You can see what the plan is today to get up in the face of the Wigan ball carrier and the player, but they just overcooked it. 14 tries on the season for Zack Eckersley so far, and it was Bevan French with a beautiful pass out to this right hand wing. It's been a real source of tries for Wigan this season. Eckersley drives it into the line, hits Laidlaw, the lump that is Laidlaw. He has his socks rolled down, and he's just like, he's not the tallest of players, but he just looks like a solid brick wall. Frankie James in live chat, she says, good afternoon Frankie, good to have you in there. Hope you're doing well. And Wigan have made a right Horlicks of that. It was Patrick Mago with an offload that was awful offload, picked up by Hull FC. You've got an overlap down the right hand side, gets closed down by Jake Wardle. Set restart now for Hull FC in at that right hand side for them, and that man we just spoke about, Harvey Baron, bulldozes his way over. That's another 4 points on the board for Hull FC. Their fans are well happy with that. He needs to be careful because, like me, he's got a little bit of ginger in that hair. Get some suntan lotion on, son. Harvey Baron, 5 tries this season, and he won't really score an easier one than that. All came about because of a stupid offload by Patrick Mago It just slipped. It was a forward pass anyway. It kind of slipped out of his fingers. He should have just kept hold of it and taken the contact. Easy, I know, when you sat in a chair, you know, doing a commentary, but ultimately you didn't have to be Stephen Hawkins to realise that that was never going to work. Hardaker with another difficult kick, this time on the right-hand side. He needs to be careful as well with his bald head. Get some cream on that, son. Can't play rugby with... Well, I suppose he could put a scrum cap on. Comes in, good connection, plenty of distance on it. Beautiful. Space down this left-hand side. They're going to be in here. Oh, let the pass go, man. Oh, dear, dear, dear. What on earth was David Litton doing there? He had Martin on his outside, and he didn't let the pass go. The overlap was there. And he almost got pushed into touch himself. A let-off for the Warriors there. And hopefully, hopefully for me, they will live to regret that, Hull FC. Caesar, centre field. 10 yards out, gets that ball away to Laidlaw. Laidlaw with an offload there. Number 24, Logan Moy. He's trying to go himself. Gets it back to Laidlaw with an offload. He tries burying his way to the line, but he's met by Junior and Sember. Burrow down that right-hand side. Oh, is that a try for the Hull FC? I think Briscoe's got it down. Oh, hang on, we're going upstairs. On-field decision of no try. Possibly knocked it on. But the good thing is we'll have a good view of this, so it's not going to be ruled out because of insufficient evidence. None of that, cobblers. Well, for me, he's got downward pressure there. That's going to be a try. This will be reversed, and it will be a try. Oh my word! Tom Brisco, take a bow. He didn't. We're looking at the same thing over and over again. The picture's not going to change. If he didn't touch it there now, as the ball's in the air, he pulled his hands away, waiting for it to bounce. Now it's in the air, it's bounced off the floor. Now he puts his hand on it. He's got his thumb, and all of this is on his hand. Downward pressure, it's clear. Just give the try. Let's move on. The players won't be bothered because they're all taking on as much fluid as they can possibly get. But for me, that on-field decision of no try is going to be reversed, and it will be a try. If it's not, no try! What? Briscoe looks and can't believe it. Arthur looks and can't believe it. What? He didn't touch it there. He's got downward pressure on that ball. I can't believe that I've just seen. For me, it's a try, and Hull FC, I think they've been done there. Wigan got away with one. 61% possession for Hull FC in this match so far. Almost double the metres made of the Warriors. And the scoreboard doesn't really tell how dominant, really, Hull FC have been so far. Almost all the game has been played in the middle third or Wigan's final third. The clock is Hull FC's friend at the moment. So Kieran gets us underway, spreads it left to French, to Mago. Mago straightens it up, drives it in. Matoti with the tackle, helped by Harvey Hill. Centre field, 30 yards out. Farriman didn't it dummy half, spreads it left to Smith. Smith to field to Wardle. Wardle doesn't let the final pass go to Hodkinson. He straightens it up. Tackled by Hardaker. 20 yards out. 2 tackles gone. Ellis and Mago drives it up. Wrapped up by SASA. 3 tackles gone. Farriman dummy half. Central. Goes right to Bevan French. French with the short pass to Partington. Partington's wrapped up by Litton and Harvey Hill. 4th tackle. Wigan coming to the left now. Good pick up there by Ellis. And a lovely floated pass by Ellis to Nsemba. Now it's with Wardle. Wardle trying to get an offload away. That ball's come loose and gone forward. Picked up by Hull FC. Once again, lovely defence by Hull FC. Not panicking. Not having one person who flies out of the line and leaves that gap. They're going up in unison. Caught offside a couple of times. But overall in this first half, Hull FC, they've got the defensive unit set. And that will be half-time. To answer your question, could Wigan come back in this second half? Definitely so. Would I expect them to? If I had somebody say to me now, right, Jimmy, call this result and you get £1 million, I would be a Wigan Warriors supporter. Well, I am a Wigan Warriors supporter. But in this game, I'd be expecting Wigan to come back in the second half. Maybe could be 2-4 points in this game either way, but I'd expect Wigan to come out with a slightly better performance in this second half. Cut out the little errors There's been 4 or 5 knock-ons in that first half. All right, you can kind of understand it with the conditions. So hot, excuse me. Players with greasy hands, slippy hands, you know, it can happen. But there's been a few knock-ons and a few forward passes where the timing's just out a little bit. Hull FC do what they've done in that first half, it's game on. If Wigan improves slightly, I could see them taking it. If Hull FC's tempo drops, getting into Wigan's face in this second half, I could see Wigan sneaking it. But, do you know, if it turned out to be something like Hull FC 20, Wigan 16, I could see that as a score as well. But as a Wigan supporter, I'm always optimistic and I always think we can do better. I think we will do better in this second half, and I think we will take the points back to Lancashire. I hope you're not working too hard, Vault Edits, or at least you're in an air-conditioned room. Smith gets us underway. High kick. Picked up by Zack Hardacre. Spreads it to his left-hand side. Drives it in. Mason Mount in at dummy half. Oh, no, it's not. It's Amir Burrough. Does have a look at Mason Mount. So it's going to be Brad O'Neill in at dummy half. Jaifield spreads it right to Eckersley. That defensive line has one from Hull FC. They are up. Made a yard there, if that, Wigan. Adam Kieran gets to about 15 yards out. Now it's with Partington looking for a gap. Good luck in this whole defence at the moment. Harvey Hill, what are you doing, son? Partington was getting up there and Harvey Hill's grabbed hold of his shirt and pulled him back down, and the referees pinged him for it. They'd done all the hard work, Hull FC. You could see they were trying to keep Wigan inside Wigan's 30, make them kick from deep, and Harvey Hill's released all that pressure. Now Wigan are going to be starting from Hull FC's 40. We're underway, driven in by Ellis, almost tripped himself up before he went into contact, but he's up to the 30. Farriman in at dummy half, spreads it left. O'Neill to Smith, and Sember straightens it up. Now he comes in behind Smith, up to the 20. Now he's knocked it on in contact. It's Eze, is it? Who he's... Yeah, Eze. He stands his ground. There's nothing wrong with this by Hull FC. Challenge successful. They've done him... What have they done him for? Have they done him for a shoulder charge? Oh, they have. So it's Wigan. Get a little bit of luck there, in my opinion. But as a Wigan fan, like I said, we'll take it. Now they've spread that ball to the right-hand side. It's been knocked on by Cartwright, but a good interception attempt. So it'll be scrum, head and feed to Wigan. Centre field, 10 yards out. They're having a little bit of luck, the Warriors, shall we say. Field brought the line. Hodkinson is going to go in at the corner. No problem whatsoever. 4 on the board for the Warriors. You know, if I was a Hull FC fan, I would be really, really pissed off with some of the decisions I've seen today. I'm convinced I'm going to do a highlights video of all these games. I'll put a screenshot up, or a little video of the try in the first half that was ruled out for Hull FC. And Brisco, I'm convinced he put the ball down. He didn't make contact first of all, moved his hands away, and as the ball bounced, then he put downward pressure. But video referee didn't overturn the on-field decision of no try. Good contest this. Good even contest. Now Hull FC have been done for offside. Do you know if I was Hull FC, I don't think I would change anything. I would keep pushing offside because they've been pinged for offside now. I think it's about 4 times. But I mean, they've just got away with that one there as well. But it's putting Wigan off the stride, giving Wigan no space. Wardle's trying to look for room. Now Hardacre's dropped off a tackle. Wardle's there, and he's almost ankle tapped, and he was there. Batchelor's just been pinged for a penalty, but Wardle was there, and you could see the line, and he knew his elbow had hit the floor, and it's like, do I? And he didn't, and luckily for him, he didn't. Now they've just been done for. I think the referee's done for offside. Now Partington's come in and pushed Caesar off him. Now they're all in. There's a right schmozzle on the go. There's nobody going to throw a punch though, is there? Because you're going to get one of them and it'll be red if you do. This is where they need to allow a little bit more leeway. Just for a little bit more of a, you know, it becomes a little bit frustrating for the players, I'm pretty sure. You can't go around having players clumping each other and coming in windmilling and throwing haymakers. But when everybody gets there and it's like nobody can really throw a punch, I think within reason you should be allowed to maybe not go headbutting each other, but just the odd little swing of a hand that's not a fist. This is why my gran, she used to love rugby league. She's gone on now, bless her. But she used to love rugby league in the old days. That and wrestling on Saturday afternoon. Big Daddy and Giant Haystacks. Well, unsuccessful, that challenge. Referees Union sticks together. They're playing havoc with my clock. I did say clock. 51.50. Burrow up to the 5-yard line. Matoti is going to try and burrow his way over. Can't do it. 2 tackles. 6 again now. Wigan offside. Now what can SA do? He's held up 2 yards short. Burrow comes in at dummy half. Spreads it to the right now. It's with Hardaker. Didn't let the final pass go. Didn't need to panic. 3 tackles gone. Moy in at dummy half. Spreads it left. Arthur runs across field. Little offload to Harvey Hill. He straightens it up. He's met by Cade Ellis. 10 yards out Hull FC, just to the right of the post. Now it goes left. It's with Arthur. He straightens it up. Going for the post. He's a yard short. Field with the tackle. 5th tackle coming up. Under the sticks. Burrow, he's going to go to the left-hand side. It's with Cesar. Short pass there to that man who's been a nuisance since he came on, Jed Cartwright, and he goes over the line for Hull FC. Well-deserved 4 points there for the home side. Wigan floundering in defence there. First try for Cartwright this season for Hull FC. Yeah, since he came on as an interchange in that first half, he's played really, really well. It was Caesar on the 5th. I thought he was going to put a little chip kick through there, but the long legs of Cartwright, he cut back on the inside. Bevan French put an arm out, and as Bevan French put an arm out, he made contact with Cartwright, who was going at pace, and it spun. He spun in the air, did Bevan French, as he dropped off the tackle. Farriman couldn't do anything. In fact, the best tackle came from Davy Litton trying to pick him up off the floor, celebrating. Let's get them points on the board. Cartwright now with the tackle. 2 tackles gone for Wigan, 3 metres made, still inside their own 10. Eckersley gets over their own 10, centre field, but 3 tackles gone. O'Neill in at dummy half, spreads it right to Kieran. He's trying to get up to his own 20, can't quite do it. Cesar in there with a tackle. O'Neill in dummy half, spreads it right to Partington. Partington runs straight at Caesar, but Harvey Hill's there to help, and Matotia gets up to the 30. 5th tackle on his own 30. Smith puts a kick in. Over to that. Is it going to go into touch? It's a 40-20. No, it's not. Oh, my word. Who's going to get there? It's a foot race. It's a foot race. What happened there was, it's the try for the Warriors. There was a long kicking from his own 30 by Harry Smith. He went over to the right-hand side for Wigan. Trying to get back there was Logan Moy. As the ball was going out of play, it was out of play, but it hadn't touched the ground. He's dived out of play, knocked it back in play to stop the 40-20, but Bevan French steaming up there. Then, as Moyes knocked it back in field, Bevan French, it's a foot race between French and Moy, and Bevan French gets there first, puts the ball down. In hindsight, it's a wonderful thing. Moy should have just let the 40-20 go. But he dives from infield, and he'd put his foot in on the touchline, so that ball is dead. That's a bit unlucky. No try. So they've got away with one there. He'll learn from that, Logan Moy. I don't think he'll do that again in a hurry. Hull FC 16, Wigan 8. Just over 20 minutes to go. The crowd are being treated, as are we, to an absolute cracking match of rugby league. So it's going to be Wigan. Patrick Mago's come back on for Wigan now. So we'll get underway on the 10. Eze drives it in, centre field. Salabio, he's back on. HIA, he's all good to go. And Semba, 10 yards out, looking for a gap. Can't find one. Can't find one. He's wrapped up by Harvey Hill. And that man, Cartwright, who's having a corker of a game. Do you know, if I had to pick a man of the match at the moment, ooh, Cartwright would definitely be in there. If you're watching this, and if you're watching this, let me know who you think your man of the match is. What I mean is, if you're watching it and listening to us, let us know. Cartwright's got to be in there. Now, Mago, twinkle toes that he is. Now he's bouncing a few Hull FC players off tackles there. We've not really seen that so far. Whether they're just getting a little bit tired now. Wigan coming down that right-hand side. Delayed pass to Adam Kieran. Kieran gets in, puts the ball down. That'll be a try for the Warriors. Do you know, that's the first real time that I've seen Hull FC drop off a tackle. It was Mago driving it in though. Alright, he's a bit of a unit, but so far for Hull FC, they've had no problem in getting hold of him and stopping him. There, they actually fell off the tackle, and it was Harvey Hill who finally brought him to stop. But from the next play, it was a quick play of the ball, a delayed pass by Bevan French, and down that right-hand side, Adam Kieran takes a breath. Good connection. Straight through the middle, another 2 points on the board for the Warriors. We've got a 2-point ball game, ladies and gentlemen. How would you like your rugby league? Exciting as this? It definitely is. Hull trying to come down that left-hand side. They've got an overlap there. Moy in the line. He's cut back inside up to Wigan's 20. They had a man overlap there, did Hull FC, but couldn't utilise it. On the 5th, Caesar, he's got time to put a measured high kick in. It's going to land 10 yards out. It's first touches from a Hull FC player. I think it might have been Cartwright, but then it just goes into the hand of Eckersley. And Wigan now spreading it down this left-hand side. Noah Hodkinson, well tackled by Hardacre. Adam Kieran, no problem. Through the post. It's all square, ladies and gentlemen. It's all square. Vaulted it, so you'll be a little bit happier with this. Are we going to be going to Golden Point? Not in this weather, surely to goodness. 80 minutes is going to be a struggle. 3 tackles gone, 10 yards out. Arthur, he's going to take the tackle there. Contact's about 5 yards out. Under the post. Hutchinson, dummy half, spreads it left. Caesar's gone for the drop goal. Oh, and it's drifted to the left of the post. Do you know that setup then? You can normally see it, can't you? You can normally see the setup, and I couldn't then. He was hanging back, and I thought Harvey Hill was going to take the pass. And Caesar, he was under pressure as that kick was coming in, and he's just let it drift to the left of the post. Wardle comes in at dummy half, 3 tackles gone. Goes down the short side, Wardle, looking for a gap. Brisco, wise to that one, brings him down 5 yards out. Hodkinson, in at dummy half. Spreads it to the right. Ellis. Oh, twinkle toes Ellis. Then he straightens it up. 12 yards out. 5th tackle coming up for Wigan. Centre field. Barryman, dummy half. Spreads it left. It's with Smith. Sidesteps the first tackle. He's found a gap. He's found a gap, and he's put that ball down as a little magician for the Warriors. I'm not surprised we've just signed him on another 4-year contract. Everybody thought that kick was coming in, including me. I think some of the Hull FC players maybe did as well. But he avoided the first tackle, saw a gap, and then that first 5 yards burst of speed meant he could utilise the space that was there. Puts that ball down. Wigan take a 4-point lead. We're coming into the nuts and bolts of this game now, aren't we? 73 minutes almost on the clock. This is the kind of time where mistakes always matter, but there's no time for recovery, is there? Stephen Pope says take the 2. Yeah, for sure, mate. Burn that clock up. Burn that clock up. If we can get the 2 points here, that's going to be pretty much the ball game, because there'll be one. They're going to have to go the full length of the field, aren't they? The one thing he needs to do is make sure it goes dead. We don't want to be hitting the upright like we've just done from that attempted conversion. 2 from 5 so far this afternoon from Kieran. Not his best afternoon. Stephen Pope says Cartwright has cost them a few penalties. He has, mate, but he's played well. He's played right on the edge today. And going forward, he's been superb. Made some good tackles in defence. Came on first half interchange. He looked good. Kieran, good strike. He's put it wide. At least it's gone dead. What on earth is going on? He looks back at his team like, what is going on? He got a brilliant strike. No problem with the distance. So it's a one-score ball game again. Hull FC 16, Wigan 20. Now they've gone short from the kickoff. And it's Cartwright, that man who's got the ball over the halfway line. Oh, Wardle with a one-on-one ball steal. Is it a one-on-one ball steal? No, it said there was two people in the tackle. What on earth are you doing, you clown? Stephen Pope says misses again. Right, there's about 30 seconds left. Caesar up to Wigan's 20. Cartwright drives it in there. Partington with the tackle. Oh my word. Well, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about the clock, but all I can say is the final hooter has gone. Wigan Warriors, they take the points back to Lancashire, but what a performance by Hull FC. Wigan definitely not at the best today. Far too many mistakes from the Warriors. Hull FC definitely bossed that first half. There was one stage they were on 63% possession, 64, something like that. They'll be a little bit miffed at a try that was on-field decision was no try. Video referee, he didn't overturn, and for me, it would have been overturned. You know, he's probably got more angles than me and saw something I didn't. So, but from what I saw, I would have been overturning the referee's decision not to give the try. So the Hull FC fans and maybe the players, they'll be a little bit irked at that decision. Also, a couple of decisions that went Wigan's way. Wigan getting the try in the following set of 6 as well. So, yeah, a little bit of discontent maybe in some of the refereeing decisions is coming from the Hull FC fans. The players, they'll just take it on the chin, won't they? But I'm sure the backroom staff, the coaching staff and the fans from Hull FC will be not too impressed with the officiating today. As that result stands now, Wigan, they will move up into 3rd place on 22 points. Just 2 behind Warrington, and they've gone above Hull KR. Hull KR do have that game in hand though. Next video I've got coming out will be a look back at this round 16, all the games from this round. That'll be out on hopefully on Monday, so keep your eyes out for that one. The 100k challenge, that's gone again. Castleford let me down last night, losing to York. We just keep going. I did say that all this weekend there could have been a banana skin in there, but you can only go with what you think results wise are going to happen. And I honestly didn't expect, after that performance York put in against the Wigan last week, I didn't expect them to go to Castleford and get 2 points. That's rugby league though. Any team on any given day. I mean, look at Huddersfield. They can't buy a win at the moment, turning the Warriors over at the Warriors Stadium. That's rugby league for you. Right, that's all I've got to say on that game. Woo, blimey. It's hot in the studio as well. Not only on that pitch. Yeah, thanks to everybody who's joining me. Matty Pete's just being interviewed now. Has he got a smile on his face? He doesn't smile often, does he? Does he feel like he got one away? I don't know what he's saying, so I couldn't tell you. Right, I'm going to go and do my cricket highlight video now. Keep your eye out for that one if you're into your cricket. England and New Zealand, day 3. 3rd and final test at Lords, 1-1 in the series. If you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button. Ping that notifications bell, and if you like the content, if you can just give me a like, I really would appreciate that. I'll see you real soon. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye for now.